The moment you decide to propose to your partner is a milestone as nerve-wracking as it is exhilarating. Historically, at least in recent decades, this moment has been marked by the presentation of a sparkling ring, almost always diamond. But do engagement rings have to be diamond? What ties these classic gemstones to the idea of marriage in the first place? Before you set your sights on a diamond engagement ring, let's talk about how diamonds took over the engagement market and what other options you have when it comes to asking your sweetheart to hitch a ride with you on the forever train. The earliest engagements were diamond-free. In ancient Rome, simple iron rings were given as a token of betrothal, then commonly upgraded to gold rings upon marriage. Through the decades and centuries, the types of materials used in engagement rings varied. And it wasn't until 1477 that the first known diamond engagement ring was created, crafted for the Archduke Maximilian of Austria for his soon-to-be wife, Mary of Burgundy. During the Victorian era, rings often featured an array of gemstones, with diamonds being just one of many choices. Then came the 20th century and the business maneuverings of diamond company De Beers. With the discovery of vast diamond mines in South Africa, the market risked being flooded with diamonds, which could have devalued the stone. De Beers consolidated the mines to control the supply, creating false scarcity, but they also needed to boost demand. Enter advertising agency N.W. Ayer, who coined the slogan, "A diamond is forever," in 1947. This campaign linked diamonds with the concept of undying love, and the idea that a marriage is as eternal and indestructible as a diamond. Obviously, it worked. By the 1950s, the De Beers marketing campaign, aided by Hollywood stars like Elizabeth Taylor and Marilyn Monroe, who sported the stones on both the silver screen and in real life, diamonds became the symbol of everlasting love, the quintessential stone in every engagement ring. But it's not all about marketing and pop culture. Diamonds do have their own special allure and points in their favor as symbols of engagement. First, they are the hardest natural material on Earth, making them an apt metaphor for an everlasting union. They are also prized for their enduring sparkle. Their clarity, cut, and carat can symbolize the strength, beauty, and depth of a relationship. But most of all, a lot of people just think they're really pretty, which is a fair enough assessment and reason enough to wear one on your finger. While diamonds do have all of these qualities, though, these qualities are not exclusive to diamonds. Many gemstones hold significant meaning and beauty. Sapphires, with their deep blue hues, signify wisdom and royalty and were once the favored choice for engagement rings before diamonds took the spotlight. They still resurge in popularity from time to time, such as when Prince Charles proposed to Princess Diana with a sapphire ring in 1981 and Prince William proposed to Kate Middleton with the same ring in 2010. Other gems, like rubies, emeralds, and opals, carry their own historical significance and symbolism, and have seen waves of popularity as well, like when former First Lady Jackie Kennedy entered the public eye with her double gemstone engagement ring, featuring both a diamond and an emerald in its design. Of course, with both Princess Di's and Jackie O's rings, diamonds were part of their design, so they weren't entirely non-diamond engagement rings. Still, the striking presence of other bold gemstones showed the possibilities of what could be done in an engagement ring setting, and that diamonds weren't the only stones that could set a stunning example on a famous ring finger. So, where are we now? Well, not far removed from the 1950s, really. Surveys on engagement ring preferences and purchases have found that diamond rings still account for nearly 90% of engagement rings sold in the United States. Basically, diamonds are still incredibly popular for engagement rings. But does popular mean mandatory? No, of course not. If you've got your eye on something other than a diamond for your engagement ring purchase, you might be a little bit of a rebel on the matrimonial scene, but you do have options. Moissanite has gained popularity for its diamond-like appearance at a more accessible price point. Like lab-grown diamonds, which offer the same aesthetic as mined diamonds, it's also an eco-friendlier alternative to traditional diamonds. Then, of course, there's all those other gemstones, from sapphires and rubies to amethyst and topaz. Alt gemstones are not just a great way to reduce costs, with some stones at least, and to change up the engagement ring game, they are a great way to truly customize an engagement ring. Alternative stones allow you to change up the color palette of an engagement ring or to incorporate a more personal element like your beloved's birthstone. While diamond engagement rings haven't fallen much in popularity, that doesn't mean they're the right ring type for everyone. Engagement rings are a symbol of love, not a prescription. If a diamond doesn't resonate with you or your partner, it doesn't have to be your default choice. The most important thing when it comes to choosing an engagement ring is to choose the ring that best reflects your bond and the commitment you want to make. A ring your beloved will be excited to wear every day because it reflects their personal style and your deep affection. As long as the ring you choose makes you and your future spouse happy, it really doesn't matter what's on it.
Rigid tungsten carbide rings. Simple, but as heavy as the love between you and your loved ones. For our full selection of rings, visit us at theartisanrings.com.